Welcome everyone, I'm Scott from Beyond the Fan, and thank you for joining me on what will be our finale video on the What If series Season 1. So thank you for joining me. Hope you've stuck through all the episodes and kept up to date with everything's going on. As a reminder, this will be a spoiler review. We'll give you my quick thoughts on it, some highlights from the episode, and maybe some questions about what's happening next for What If Season 2, and potential connections with the wider MCU. So this episode kind of really picks up from last week, in that it's what happens if the Watcher broke his oath. And what we get through here is, if you've seen, is basically a continuation almost from each of the previous episodes. We check back in with Captain Carter from episode 1, and in this one it's picking up as if she was doing the mission from Captain America Winter Soldier, but this time the Watcher intervenes and says, "You need to come with me." So that's quite interesting. He's basically broke his oath straight away and assembling what we'll find out to be is the Avengers or Guardians of the Multiverse, and he picks up with Star-Lord T'Challa. You see Peter Quill in the background here, so he's been saved from his dad. And again, it's very brief, very quick. This is an interesting one here. We've got a version of Tony and also a version of Gamora. It looks as if it's picking up around about Avengers Infinity War, and the Watcher appears again. So we've not had this episode. Speculation here is that Gamora killed her father, or that Tony killed her father and they teamed up, worked together at some points, and now they're together trying to destroy the Infinity Stones. And the Watcher intercedes and picks up Gamora. We didn't see this episode because apparently it got cut, and it might make an appearance in Season 2, so we'll have to wait and see. And he's kind of bringing together now Black Panther and finally Thor. He's grabbed him and brought him through. And he's brought him through to meet with Doctor Strange, the evil version of Doctor Strange, the supposed evil version that sucked all the life out of people from a previous episode. And basically he's out of a situation with Ultron. We've got to team up and fight him. We've got a plan to kind of go after him and go to a dimension where there's no life as such, so we'll be safe there until we're ready for Ultron to show up. Things go a little bit haywire. Strange brings through the zombies from the What If episode to kind of overpower and overwhelm Ultron, as well as bringing through the kind of zombie version of Scarlet Witch. Ultron of course succeeds and we continue fighting, and they also end up going to the original Ultron dimension that he's from. We meet up with Black Widow and get a nice kind of Avengers assemble shot here, and they all work together now to kind of take down Ultron. We have the plan doesn't go. The plan doesn't go to plan essentially, and I tripped on my words there. And the device that Gamora built to destroy Infinity Stones only works on the Infinity Stones from her reality, no other. So Ultron's still here, but because we're back in the Ultron Black Widow reality, she still has the arrow with the AI, so they work together, shoot him with it. Zola kind of starts to take over, and he gets defeated. Ultron is dead. What happens now is the Black Panther version here wants to take over the galaxy and use the stones to kind of help everyone out here, but at a cost of, you know, interfering and becoming this powerful being. So obviously we decide not to do this, but at this point Zoloft is taking on Ultron's body. They fight. Strange realises this was the plan all along, was for him to fight and he'll freeze him in time and have him as part of this pocket universe where he'll be trapped, and that was the Watcher's plan all along. Then sent everyone back to their own reality, with the exception of Black Widow. She doesn't want to go back to her decimated universe, so instead she ends up going to I think it was episode 3's reality where the Avengers were murdered, and she shows up to kind of defeat Loki and save the day. So she's happy because she's with not her own people, but people she still cares about. So happy endings all around. The balance is restored, Ultron is defeated, and the Watcher is back to what he was doing. But there is a post-credit scene, and it's basically for picking up from first scene of this episode with Captain Carter, and they've discovered something in this mission inside this crate inside the ship, and it's a hydro samper. So we think it might be Captain America, or sorry, Steve Rogers, who plays Captain America. I think it might be a version of him we saw from the first episode of the show, but we don't actually know. It may well be that it's someone else inside that, but I'm hoping in season 2 they pick up with the fact that it is Steve, and he's almost become almost this kind of Winter Soldier, Bucky Barnes-esque character, that he's been frozen on and off again throughout the past 60 or 70 years, and he's still about the same age as Peggy, and then we'd have this kind of interesting relationship going forward between the two. So yeah, that's my what if review. So first of all, really enjoyed the episode. I think it was quite good. I would highly recommend at least checking it out if you haven't already. In terms of the season overall, I'd put this as probably the top episode. I kind of wish I'd gotten to the team up sooner, and maybe had, you know, each episode dedicated to 2 or 3 of the characters and spent more time with the team up. But overall, really enjoyed this episode. I think the season is quite weak because of the individual stories not really tying together until the very end, and people just not being really aware of the show as much as the other shows, because maybe it's animated or because of the what if nature. You don't really see it as being part of the MCU proper. Now, going into a bit more spoilers around future MCU projects, there's speculation that Doctor Strange 2 Multiverse of Madness, that you'll see the evil version of Strange show up, as well as potentially a live action version of Peggy Carter as Captain Carter. So that'd be quite interesting, and it might provide opportunity for people to go back and watch season 1 before season 2 comes out, and might get a bit more of a traction, more interest from people around that there. So I would finally say, if you have enjoyed these videos, please do drop me a like and subscribe on the channel. And also, just to let you know, I have been doing some videos now on VV. For those of you that don't know what VV is, it's an online app that lets you buy and sell digital collectibles that are licensed by properties such as Marvel. And this week in particular, we have a digital collectible for Captain Carter, which I'm really looking forward to hopefully getting a hold of. These sell pretty fast, within a second or two. Quite cheap to buy, but quite expensive to buy in the secondary market because they are so sought after. So if you are interested, please do check out my other videos around VV. And finally, I just want to say thank you for your time. I hope you do enjoy the video, and thanks for listening this long, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. If you do like what you've seen, please do drop a like and subscribe, as it does help out the algorithm, help other people discover the channel, and to be supporting the channel. Thank you, and see you in the next video.